Hola María.
Hola, Ramsha. ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿usted?
Bien, gracias.
Okay. Where does the disagreement begin? With culture or the actual religion?
Well, just because, I mean, the Catholic faith is like spread throughout the world, so there's not really any big clash of opinion. Like I said in the other question, there are lots of people hold different values. The modern America holds some different values than the Catholic faith holds. So there can be some clash, but it's always important to remember, always be kind and caring and loving, no matter what anybody else's opinion is.
Have you ever had to deal with conflict regarding religion? How does it or did it impact you?
Yes, I've had lots of people come up to me asking, you know, what my views on this or why do you believe this? Sometimes they come up just asking out of personal curiosity, and sometimes they really are kind of like mad about something. And yeah, I have had, not because I'm not an adult yet, so I really don't have to make the decisions on my own. The conflicts that I've come up with is just, people asking me questions about my faith, and and so I'll answer them and everything, but it's not really, I haven't had to tell someone I can't do this because my faith doesn't allow me to or anything. I've never really had to really clash my opinion with that.
Is religion a justification for violence, crime, and oppression?
Absolutely not. You cannot use any violence in the name of religion, especially a religion that believes in a higher being, because that higher being does not condone violence. And so, like I said again, violence comes within man's own greed, and a lot of times people want to attribute it to a faction or a religion or, a race, but no violence should be condoned by any religion or any higher order.
So just
What was your most memorable religious challenge?
Probably figuring out that I'm not religious. Because I was brought up to be like Hindu, and I was brought up to like believe in all that stuff. But from like a really like young point in my life, I was like, wait, none of this like means anything to me. We would be like doing prayers and stuff, and my mom would be like saying all this stuff, like, yeah, say this, this, and this. I'd be like, okay, but it never really meant anything to me.
Can we review what religion your parents are?
Yes, they're both Hindu.
Do you think religious people are happier?
Not necessarily. I actually think, I was never, I guess I can't really say that I was ever religious, but from the time that I like believed that I was, I don't know, I feel almost like a little bit more free saying that like I'm agnostic and I'm not bound to all the religious stuff. Like, if you're religious and you're really happy, that's great. But I'm also really happy all the time. So,
Is religion a justification for violence, crime, and oppression?
No, never, ever. That's so stupid. Like, religion it's not supposed to be like a harmful thing, right? Like, it's just supposed to be good. It's supposed to be like for everyone. It's inclusive, and it's supposed to be a good thing. That was a really bad answer. I don't really know what to say, but that's stupid. So, no.
How has your family values or culture clashed with what you believe in?
My family is half Jewish and half Christian, so we celebrate both and can't have some things. Like, we're not allowed to have a Christmas tree star, but we're also not allowed to have a full menorah.
Do you think religion causes violence?
Yes.
Why?
People with different views, both thinking that they're right, will get into an argument and then escalates into war.
And the last question. Is religion a justification for violence, crime, and oppression?
No.
Yeah. What was your most memorable religious challenge?
When I was probably 14, in the Catholic religion, my family, it's tradition that when you're 14 you get confirmed. And since I was an atheist and I didn't believe in God, my parents said that as soon as I got confirmed, I could stop going to church. They didn't care. But I had to go to a 2-day Jesus camp, and it was the most awkward experience probably in my entire life.
Okay. Have you ever had to deal with conflict regarding religion, and how did it impact you?
I mean, I think everyone has, particularly because, like, I, again, was forced to, like, go to church and to, like, a Jesus camp, but I personally didn't believe. And even though I tried to be respectful of everyone, you know, people obviously, they were kids, you know, so they were going to try to prove that they were right and I was wrong, and it didn't matter really how rude that they were being. So, though, for me, it certainly could have been way worse and I left out, you know. I think there are a lot of people who certainly do get religious prosecution.
Is religion a justification for violence, crime, and oppression?
Oh, absolutely not. No. Like, we live in a society that was based with religion and state that was separated, and to try to say, oh, it's okay for these people to do violent crimes and such because of their religion, that's not okay, obviously. So I think that people trying to use religion as an excuse to murder people isn't good. So, and it's also not religion at its fundamental core.
Okay, hey, so I lived in the Middle East for 2 years, from 2011 to 2012, in Amman, Jordan, where I was a Christian minority. I'm in a country that is 98% Muslim and practices it very faithfully.
Have you ever had to deal with conflict regarding religion, and how did it impact you?
Yes, in Jordan, at my school, the school's about 50% Arab, majority Muslim, about 25% American, that were predominantly Christian. So there was a lot of cultural impact there. There was a lot of clashing at first, but then people also might come together, and it gives you an opportunity to be exposed to a different religion and see what that religion really means, aside from being scared of that because of what you don't know. So you're kind of forced to learn more.
Okay.
Next question.
Is religion a justification for violence, crime, and oppression?
No. Religion is something that people manipulate to then be able to perform those acts, and it serves as a false banner for groups like ISIL or Al-Qaeda that manipulate a religion to their uneducated followers.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias.